Hello, my beautiful people. I just hope you're doing great. This is Jasmine, and I'm here to talk a little bit about, based on my experience, of course, about a topic that few of you asked me to speak, and it's how to overcome a breakup. When you have a broken heart. I know that it's a very difficult situation. We all been there, yes, because breakups don't discriminate your gender, ethnicity, if you're rich, you're poor, we all been through it. So I'm gonna try to, based on my experience, let you know what are some useful steps, trying to overcome this situation that is very sad and depressing sometimes, but well, at the end of the day, what doesn't kill you, remember, it makes you stronger. So, number one, here we go. So, number one is allow yourself to feel those feelings. I hate to say that, and I wish it were different, but the only way is to going through it. You can have friends, you can have a supportive system, people around you that love you, that understand how much it hurt, but you are actually the only person that can feel the pain. Yes, so all those feelings are acceptable. You are gonna feel sad, you're gonna feel a little bit depressed, nostalgic, melancholic, you're gonna be mad, angry. All these feelings that are kind of negative are completely understandable, and they are part of it. Okay, so as I said, the only way is going through it, letting yourself feel all these feelings, because it might be bad trying to hold them up. The best way is to let them go, because yes, at the beginning it's gonna hurt a lot, but a long time you're gonna be feeling better eventually. Trust me, time is the best healer. But now it is okay to feel those feelings like sadness and being angry, because you're kind of losing your identity. You were someone, by being in a relationship with this person, and this person add a lot of things into your life, into your personality, family, friends, and all that. And now you're struggling by looking at yourself, this new version of yourself, that is being back to being single. But now, it is okay to allow yourself to feel those feelings, but don't let these emotions to control you. Don't become those feelings. It's okay to feel sad, yes, but don't please become a sad person. You understand what I mean? It means that just to practice, allow yourself, to feel miserable 1 hour a day. During that hour, you're allowed to yell, you're allowed to cry, you're allowed to be angry, you're allowed to be depressed. But when those 60 minutes are up, okay, you need to move on and continue with your life. Okay, you cannot let those feelings be permanent in your daily life, your permanent mood, because then you're gonna have a problem, and that's not good. Okay, so number three, remember, number one, allow yourself to feel those feelings. Number two, don't become those feelings. And now number three, cut communication with your ex. That's the best way to do it, because the way our mind works is like we're always hopeful, and we're gonna be hoping that we go back to this person, or by communicating with this person it's gonna rethink about the situation, it's gonna be back to us. Okay, but if you really wanna cut it, stop, no more, you're sick and tired, enough is enough, okay, well, cut communication. And when I say communication, it's all kind of things, including social media. It is not healthy, and I've been a witness of that, and I declare myself guilty, because I cannot have double standards. Yes, I have done it, putting indirect messages in my stories, in Instagram or in WhatsApp, and just checking to see if that person look at it and then feeling happy. Or let's say that fake partying with my friends, like, oh, I'm living my best life, look at it, I'm enjoying life, I'm a much better version of myself now that I'm not with you. That's very silly. So just stop, okay? Just forget about it. No communication. Now, this is the case of boyfriend and girlfriend, but I know that it might be harder, and I've been in that I have had that experience where I've been in those wearing those shoes, when you actually still need to communicate with that person because you have kids, there are kids involved. Well, until you completely heal and you can actually look at this person as, the father of your kids, the mother of your kids, and not like someone that betrayed you, my ex-husband and that stuff, it's better that you find a third party. It can be like your mother or a sister, or it can be, if the stuff is heavy, it could even be your lawyer, the one communicating through this person, and you don't have to directly communicate with him or with her. And that will allow for both of you, if that's the case, to heal and work on co-parenting your kids in the best way possible, because there are kids involved, and unfortunately you will still have to communicate with this person. And this is number 3. Now we're going to step number 4. It's very important to find a support system. It can be like a bestie or a best friend. Try to find 2 in case one person is not available. You can rely on another person, but try to find a person that really cares about you and that is not gonna be like, blaming on you. Okay, that's an ambulance. Sorry for that background noise. As I said, it's not gonna be a person that's gonna be blaming on you, like, I told you so and stuff, because yes, that person might be right. It sucks. Everybody was telling you like, you're blind, you're the only one who cannot see it, that person is not your person, yes, all that. But at this moment that you're suffering, you don't need to hear those words. That's for later, when you heal, when you feel better. At this moment, you need someone that is gonna listen to you, to comprehend, to understand you, not to judge you, okay? Someone that is like just gonna be there for you, to listen, because sometimes we just need to be listened. Someone that is gonna be empathetic, it's gonna understand the way you're feeling without blaming on you, even if it was your fault, okay? But at this moment, as I said, you actually need a support system. Now let's go to step number 5. Continue with the list. Exercise. Yes, my dear, at least take advantage of it, and at the end of the day, maybe it's gonna be for good, and you're gonna end up being hotter than you already are and achieving the body you always dream of, okay? Like a revenge body, even if that is your motivation, okay, do it. It's very important to exercise, people, because when we exercise, we liberate a lot of endorphins that are kind of like the hormones of the happiness, and trust me, you're gonna feel better. Let me tell you something, I have never regretted a day that I have gone through the gym and work out. However, on the other hand, I have regretted a lot other days that just for being lazy or demotivated, I haven't gone to the gym. So exercising is a very good way to allow those chemical process, because when you're in love, when you're depressed, all this, okay, I'm not an expert, but all these are chemical process going on in your body, so it's gonna allow you to liberate those endorphins to make you feel better. And trust me, you're gonna drain a lot of the negativity, all the negative feelings you are experiencing at that moment. It's gonna ease them a lot. So exercising is definitely one of the best steps from coping, with a breakup. That's number 5. Now, number 6 is, please remember what sucked about this relationship. I declare myself guilty. Sometimes we idealize this person, and the image or the thoughts we have about this person are only in our mind, are only in our head, and that person doesn't even exist. We want this person to be like that. We dream about that person. We idealize that person. But in reality, his or her actions are completely different. This person doesn't exist at all. And when we are going through a breakup, most of the time we start daydreaming, about, oh, but my kids could be so beautiful. I was gonna marry him. We could have been so happy only if he or she had changed this, and that. No, that's not gonna happen. That's not gonna work. That's only in your mind. Forget about it. Instead of doing that, okay, what you have to do, my recommendation is write down a list. Yes, literally, grab paper and pencil and grab a list, and write down a list about all the things that suck about this person, that are in reality the reasons why you are not together. And maybe, the destiny, what is written in the start, is saving you from being unhappy with this person, and it's just life making room for someone who actually deserves you. So write it down. Number one, he's an idiot. Yes, she or he is an idiot, because look at you, so amazing. You are the best that happened into his or her life, and she dared to lose you. He definitely is stupid. So write down that list, and if you need to take a look at it regularly, just do it, okay? Just do it. At least the first days, the first months, it doesn't matter. Just look at the goddamn list every time you are daydreaming about how perfect she or he was and the brilliant future that you were gonna have together. Because, mamacita linda, that's all here. That's not gonna happen, okay? You're gonna be happier without him or her, trust me. Next step. And 7, take care of yourself. Yes, you can have a support system when you're really down and all that, but sweetheart, you are the best person in your life to take decisions about you. You are the only person who knows yourself to the best, okay? All the internal and external battles and how strong you are. So ask yourself, what do I really need at this moment? Is it a hot bath? Is it a green salad? Is maybe a piece of chocolate just today? Have it, yes. Take care of yourself, pamper yourself, treat yourself, treat yourself with kindness, okay? Be sweet, like look at yourself in the mirror and say now nice words to you, like, look at you, don't worry, sweetheart, you're gonna be okay, you're gonna be better. Say it, okay? Mentalize it, because our mind is a very powerful tool. And as I once said, we teach others how to treat us. So if we want to be treated like with respect and love, that's the way we should treat ourselves. So take care of yourself, worry just about yourself, be a little bit selfish, in a good way, at least during this very difficult time in your life. Now, number 8 is not to internalize the breakup. What does it mean? Well, sometimes when we go through this kind of situation, we always internalize it by blaming on ourselves. We look at ourselves and we say, like, you know what, it's maybe because I'm not worthy, I'm not good enough, it's maybe because I'm not that pretty, I'm not that smart, oh, I gained some weight, it's my fault because I was never, taking care of my hair, was a disaster. Maybe if I fix my teeth, he's gonna love me again. No, stop. Number 1, whoever loves you must love you unconditionally, regardless of how you look. Because if not, that's not gonna last. Because eventually you're gonna get older. We are all gonna get older. We're all gonna change, and we are not gonna look, the same way our whole life. And what if you have an accident, okay, and you lose a leg or something? Oh, that means that person is just gonna say goodbye. Then okay, say goodbye now that I'm fine, so I can find someone that is gonna be with me and love me unconditionally. Okay, so don't internalize the breakup, and it might not even be your fault at all, because remember, it's a relationship. This is a two people are involved, okay? Two people are involved. Now, number 9 is don't be hard on you about the time that it takes for you to heal. Remember, it is a process. There might be some people, like, the next week they are like nothing has happened, and they are actually are good, they feel good, and they are not even faking they actually are okay. For some other people it might take years and they're still, hurt about it. So healing is not linear. You have to understand that. And what for some people might take few time, for some others might take longer, but this is something like very subjective. It's you as an individual person. So don't judge yourself on how long it is taking for you. Like, oh my gosh, it has been a year, and there are some days in which I still, think about it and cry. Or when I go to the places that used to be our places, I still feel sad. Or when I listen to this song, I feel melancholic or angry. That's okay. That's part of it. It is a process. There is no a certain amount of time. As I said, each person experiences it differently. So relax on it and don't put more pressure on it, because that's not gonna help either. Now, number 10. It's very important to identify, number one, and then eliminate unhealthy behaviors. For example, in a very compulsive way, unblocking your ex and texting him in the middle of the night, or just blaming on, oh, I was out and I was drunk and I texted her, I texted him, or I wanted to have a remember, what it is, like having sex one more time. Don't do it. Those are very toxic things that are not gonna help you to overcome this process, to overcome the breakup. Is just gonna make it worse. So once you identify those behavior, like, oh, you checking on his or her Instagram every hour and creating fake accounts just to be, like, oh, you block him, you block her, but now you have a fake account and you are looking at him, what he's doing and taking care of it. No, that's super toxic and unhealthy. Cut it. Please don't do this to yourself. Time is gold. Time is precious. Time doesn't come back. Don't waste your life. Don't waste your time like that, and stop the toxicity, please. Now, step number 11 is to create new routines. Okay, this is a new version of yourself after this relationship. You are single again. Embrace that. Accept this new, phase in your life. Go out, even if it is not for dating, because I don't recommend dating right away. It might be not healthy, until you go through this process first. For some people it's fine, but for most people that's not the way our mind, our our feelings, our emotions work. So take yourself some time just to be single, to have a relationship with yourself, and to create new routines, do new things like maybe you couldn't do with that person. Now, oh, that trip to Europe to go and learn Italian for 6 months, well, this is the time. Now go ahead and do it, because when you were with that person you couldn't do all those things. So now focus, now on new projects for you and only for you. And finally, number 12, and it's a very important step on overcoming a broken heart, a breakup, is getting soul closure. Okay, the ideal situation might be that as two adults, face to face, you have an agreement and let each other in a very nice way, let each other know why this relationship is not working anymore, and the best option is to take separate ways, without yelling, without punching, without taking off the hat and all that. That's a very bad joke. Forgive me about it. Okay, so that's the ideal situation, but sometimes, unfortunately, it's not that way. I have to say that most of the time it's not that way, and sometimes, the person cannot even give us a reason why, and you ask the person and the person is like making excuses, and those excuses are not even valid. So you need some closure. So my recommendation is that you create your own narrative in your mind, you make up for yourself. Well, the reason why it didn't work is because we were not meant to be together, in period, or because you know what, I deserve better, and it was life itself giving me a second chance to find someone that is really gonna love me for who I am, unconditionally, irrevocably, endlessly, you know. So you create your narrative. Now, for those who really struggle and cannot get closure, and need some extra help, okay, you can always find professional help. It can be a therapist, like through other mechanisms, can help you to find the closure, and then you can move on with your life. Okay, guys, that's it. I might not be an expert, but I have experienced that situation in the past, and I read a lot, and I wanted to share my knowledge with you. I hope you like it. Please don't forget to subscribe. Any comment is very welcome, and like the video if you enjoy it. I love you all, and see you next time.